My affidavit, when I deal with it, when I deposit my affidavit, I was looking also at the subpoena. I wrote my affidavit in line with the subpoena, and then whatever information I might have omitted by mistake, it was not my intention to omit it. If I have recalled or recollected that I must include it, it should have been included, but I'm also a human being. I think we need to also bear in mind that I am not a perfect human being, unless I'm told there is somebody perfect. But me, I am not. I am subjected to make mistakes that are being made by human beings. I have already responded to these questions, Commissioners.
Not to my satisfaction. What I wish to say to you, and what I put to you, is that you're not being completely open and truthful with the Commission, and that the reason you gave a different answer yesterday was not because you were not aware of the content of those annexes, because you were aware of it, as we know, but because you, under questioning, realized that what you had done was wrong and that you now had to take responsibility and answer for it. It was only upon the questioning and the probing that you were forced to answer. That's what I put to you.
Commissioners, with my responses and what I'm here to deliver or to testify upon, it doesn't matter if the advocate is not happy with my response, but I'm telling the truth to the best of my recollection here. I'm not trying to evade anything. I'm telling the truth to the best of my recollection.
With this is that you suggested that you didn't really know the details. You didn't know that where Mr. Nangi lived. You didn't know the details of the case. But once you were aware that this very serious alleged criminal was released, you felt you needed to warn Mr. Magaqa. But the reality is that you did know about the details of the case because you had received a complaint in February last year by the DPP in KZN regarding your oversight of the case and deficiencies in your management of the investigation of that case. Isn't that so?
Commissioners, the issue, I've never received a complaint from the DPP in February 2025. I've never. And I want the commissioners to bear with me because I'm not going to get into details. I'm going to give just a straightforward answer and stop it there, and I'll give a reason to that. I'm going to plead with the commissioners. There was a complaint that was sent to the NDPP, by the NDPP, to the national head of the directorate. There was a case that was investigated in KwaZulu-Natal of kidnapping, extortion, and some other charges there, where these persons, Nangi and other persons, were arrested. The investigators at the ground level did their investigation, and in a process, certain things happened that I don't want to get into details. Eventually, the matter was set for bail application in January. The NPA withdrew the case. They gave reasons there. After that, it's then that there was a complaint by the NDPP to the national head. Processes were followed and everything. Commissioner, there is a DC that is currently on trial. I want to appeal to you and also say, with this saying and understanding that it's sub judice for me to come and talk about these things here of that nature. That complaint, it went through the national office, it went through its processes, and there is a DC and there is a hearing that is in progress. The last time I appeared here on the 26th, from here I attended a DC. It is continuing. So I appeal to you not to respond to this question that are related to this.
And the disciplinary process against whom?
Myself and 4 others.
And is it a disciplinary so you say there was a complaint, and I'm not asking you to discuss the detail of it. I respect that if it's a pending matter, you won't discuss it. But I think we just want to try and understand your evidence about this, what it is that you're saying to us. So you say there was a complaint against you and others relating to the Nangi matter. Is that what you're telling us?
In that complaint.
No, let's take it step by step. You can explain.
I want to clarify something before I answer. In the complaint, it talked about investigators, not necessarily my name.
Yes.
There was a complaint.
So there's a complaint against investigators who report to you relating to the Nangi matter.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner.
You were then subjected, those investigators and you, that's what I want to understand, are then being subjected to a disciplinary process relating to that Nangi matter.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hassan.
Thank you, Commissioner. I don't propose to go into the merits and the details of the charges against General Senona. The charges are there for the record, and they are contained at Exhibit 61, page 614, the charges. It's just the fact of the charges that were relevant, and I accept that. Pardon me?
Page, Commissioners? 614.
I accept that we should, it's not even relevant, in fact, to the mandate of this commission for us to discuss the merits of the DC. But the important point is that, General, that you had been asked to respond in some detail
Come again, Commissioners. What is the question?
You had been asked to respond in some detail to the concerns that had been raised by the DPP in KZN. And I'll just take you to page 616, Exhibit 62.
Commissioners, can I say something?
Can I finish my question?
Before you ask a question, because I want to tell the Commissioners something about this document that you're referring to. Commissioners, this document, we received it when we arrived here on the 27th. And for further to that, this document is part and parcel of the bundle of documents in my disciplinary hearing. I therefore request that I must not be asked questions about this because there is a hearing that is ongoing here. That is my plea.
Chair, I propose that I be permitted to ask my question. The question has got nothing to do with the disciplinary. It's merely about the fact of this document and what it's about. We will not be going into the details of the contents.
Let's just hear the question, General, and then we'll see whether you still object.
But Commissioners,
even
this
based,
is
yes. Let's just hear the question, just the question, General, and then, we can take it from there, or we will take it from there.
And General and Chair, by the way, this document is the witness's own document. It's a document that he compiled. It's not.
So it was supplied by him to the Commission?
No, I mean it's a document that he authored.
Okay.
It's an information note. And
616, you said.
616, yes, Commissioner Kumalo. So the relevance of this is only the following, that you'll see at the end of the document it's dated 20 February 2025. And it's an information note prepared by General Senona in response to concerns that were raised by the DPP in KZN regarding the management of this Nangi case. I'll say no more about that. But the General was then required to look into it and provide a response, and he did so on the 20th of February 2025. Correct?
What is the question, Commissioners?
That you provided this information note on 20 February 2025.
It is the document I provided, but
Yes.
I didn't want to get into it.
Yes, and then on 10 March 2025 is when you send Mr. Matlala the attachment, the 220 pages of confidential information pertaining to Mr. Nangi. And what I want to suggest to you, General, is that your response that you were merely forwarding on information as a warning to him is not correct. That in fact you and Mr. Matlala were in conversation about Mr. Nangi and that document that you sent him in the context of the withdrawal of that complaint, trying to persuade him to withdraw the complaint against Mr. General Mkhunazi. So that's what I'm putting to you, that it wasn't merely for his information and warning, but that in fact it was part of an ongoing engagement between you and Mr. Matlala.
Thank you, Commissioners. First thing first, the document is not a confidential document. As I've indicated yesterday, I read the affidavit and then I saw the addresses, I sent it. I still stand by my response yesterday. Commissioners, General Senona is not a suspect on the case that was opened by Mr. Nangi. General Senona is not a suspect. That one, maybe even if they go and ask Mr. Nangi or read all the affidavits there, General Senona is not listed as a suspect. I don't have a reason to go and ask another person to tell another person to withdraw a docket where I'm not even a suspect. Even if I was listed as a suspect, I wouldn't have informed or persuaded another person to withdraw a case docket. I'll go to court and defend myself and my innocence in court. Like I came here, I went to my legal team because I know I'm called a witness, but the people who came here, they implicated me in some sort of, when my understanding, I am a respondent because this is a commission. I'm called a witness, but I am a respondent to the allegations against me. So General Senona was never, ever listed as a suspect. So I don't see any reason. The inference that is drawn by the advocate, it is totally incorrect. Thank you, Commissioners.
I've had my response. I can move on from this. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, General. Let's go back to just want to get the date where we were. We had dealt with 13 April. That was page 39 of the WhatsApp chats. Can you turn to page 40 of the WhatsApp chats? And can you read the first message that Mr. Matlala sent to you on the 14th of April?
Maybe before you do that, Mr. Sim, I know you've asked us to give you as much freedom to run your line of questions without interruption, but I think it might be more efficient and neater if I ask my question now. If you would just remind me that confidential SEN 345, where do we find the one that relates to the President? I just want to ask a question. I think it was in the 300 something.
I think it's 291.
I'm told it's
291.
291. General, this is a document that yesterday was discussed, or you were asked a question about, and now that we have resolved finally that you did get this SEN4 last year, this attachment to that WhatsApp message with Mr. Matala. Maybe let me then ask my question in fact, it is in the light of what you had said yesterday. In your evidence yesterday, you said you did not open this SEN3. The 291, page 291 document. You said you had not opened that WhatsApp attachment when it came from Mr. Matala.
SEN4.
I'm told it's SEN4. Yes. You said yesterday that you did not open it when it was given to you and you never opened it. And I'm not probing that any further. I think we had that discussion yesterday. But we now know from this morning exchange between the lawyers that in fact you were given this annexure last year already. So you had it and you would have seen what it is. And my question on the back of what you said yesterday is, after you saw this, after it was now sent to you by the evidence leaders and you see what it is, did you prepare an information note in the way that you said you would have? You remember your evidence yesterday was, had you opened the attachment, you would have, because you see on the face of it that this is not information that should be exchanged or that should be in the hands of a private person. And if you had seen it, you would have it done. But now we know you saw it because it was given to you last year. Did you do anything about it?
Commissioner, I didn't prepare an information note. Reason being, I was and I still am under the impression that since it was presented before the commission and the team that were downloaded and got this information have submitted a report to my principals, and I believe they are continuing with investigations. I didn't want to write another thing because I wanted to leave the commission and its investigators to do their job independently. So,
thank you, General.